FBI agent who served under James Comey reveals his two dirty secrets by Dan Lindsay, Politics, U.S. News from AdWorldNews.com. Former FBI Director James Comey can't seem to stay out of the public eye after being dishonorably dismissed by President Donald Trump nearly a year ago. Now Comey is getting blasted by one of his former agents who just revealed his two dirty secrets. During a recent interview with Fox News, FBI agent Chris Swecker spills the beans on former FBI Director James Comey and shared the brutal truth about his penchant for running a dirty bureau. Swecker didn't pull any punches during his interview with Fox News' Ed Henry and Todd Piero. However, he had some reassuring words about the new FBI Director Christopher Wray and his new Deputy Director David Bodwich. Piero first introduced Swecker, saying, joining us now to react in Chris Swecker, who served 24 years as an FBI agent, sir, with all due respect. Okay, let's just take a listen to what this guy has to say about James Comey.
Republicans on the House Intel panel released that controversial FISA memo on Friday, bringing to light what they say are some pretty shocking revelations.
Joining us now to react is Chris Swecker, who served 24 years as an FBI special agent. Sir, with all due respect to our other guest today, this interview is arguably the most important because of your background as an FBI agent. So I'll ask you right off the bat, you've heard other individuals saying the FBI is going to go after the president. The FBI hates the president. This was bad. This is now FBI versus president. How do you react to that?
Well, I'd say, look, Chris Wray and the new Deputy Director, Dave Bowditch, are going to do no such thing. What we're talking about here is a breakdown in the senior leadership of the FBI under Jim Comey and Andy McCabe as Deputy Director. I would hate for the public to think that the FBI as an institution is flawed or biased. What this is a very small inner circle of senior leadership under Jim Comey at a very critical time period, and I just don't want this to reflect on the 35,000 the excellent men and women of the FBI who are doing a great job every day.
So, Chris, let's get specific. And we've heard the partisan attacks on all sides, people who don't like the president, people who like the president, and people who like James Comey and don't like James Comey. So I think, as Todd said, it's very important to get your perspective as somebody who was inside the FBI. So James Comey holds himself out there, even today on Twitter and Instagram, as this paragon of virtue, above the fray. You were there for 24 years. How do you think he's behaved over the last couple of years? His public performance as FBI director, both in the Clinton probe and then how he handled President Trump.
Well, I had the perspective of serving directly under Director Mueller. I bet I sat in on 500 plus meetings with him and Director Free, and these were two great leaders. They stayed in the background. I never saw a hint of bias. Unfortunately, under Jim Comey, that hubris that you just mentioned caused him to make up his own rules. Leaks, permissive leak environment, predetermining investigations, a non-investigation of the Clinton email investigation, thumb on the scale on the Russian investigation in the beginning here with the FISA applications, and just generally making up their own rules and letting their own political opinions infect their investigation.
In fact,
that is something you learn at the FBI Academy. You can't let your personal bias, you got to leave that at home. If not, you need to be in another line.
In fact, I want to get you on something, which is that defenders of James Comey have said it was not a big deal that he and Andrew McCabe and others were drafting this exoneration statement for Hillary Clinton months before they even interviewed her. I'm an outsider. We're outsiders. We don't know how the FBI does its job.
Right.
Is that the proper way? I mean, people on the outside hear that and say 3 months before she was exonerated, they were already drafting the statement. Doesn't that sound like it was cooked?
Yes, it does. It sounds like the thumb is on the scale. I mean, those of us that have done criminal investigations and counterintelligence investigations know that the Clinton email investigation was not a real investigation. They never even never once used a grand jury that I know of. We're hearing, those of us that are in the retired agent community, we're hearing that Deputy Director McCabe was expressing his opinions in closed-door meetings all the time about Trump. So we're talking about a predetermined investigation, and that is just not how the FBI as a whole operates. The problem is agents on the street don't operate that way.
Yeah.
We appreciate it, Chris Swecker.
Thank you so much, sir. Very much appreciated.
Well, at last, a voice from within the ranks of the FBI's community is telling the truth about James Comey. He reportedly made up his own rules and created a permissive leak environment under which corrupt actors such as Peter Strzok and Lisa Page found the brazen courage to take part in anti-Trump behavior. It's only a matter of time before FBI agents who either served in the past or currently serve come forward with information like this. It's time for the full truth on former FBI Director James Comey to come out, and we thank Chris Swecker for having the courage to tell it like it is. Well, and can you imagine how much more dirt's going to come out on Comey? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.